Hey folks, Phil the Bee Man here. I'm wearing my headset to experiment with better sound. It's pretty windy here today, so hopefully this works out okay. Want to talk about making splits. It's shirt sleeve weather, so it's time to start taking the big hives and making new hives. And what we're going to do today with these is sort of step one. I don't do it all in one go. I want to I got a double hive here, equalize the brood in those two boxes, get in the queen excluder and hopefully have the queen below, and I can come in a few nights. I've got queens ordered for next week if the planes are still flying, and if those queens show up, I'll be able to grab these boxes and have the brood ready for them. So that's the plan. So let's see how this goes. Of course, with the internet watching, it'll take me forever to find a queen. So first thing to do is a bit of an assessment. I don't think I'm going to bother with this one. 1, 2, 3. I'm only seeing 5 frames of brood there, and it's pretty light in the bottom. So we'll come back to that one a little later in the spring. And S for no split. This one, about the same. I'll tip it up the other way. Come in here quick, Dave. This one even I think should be given a bit of a queen check while we're here. They're eating the patty okay. But it's tight. You always got to dig these out away from where you think the queen is going to be to reduce the risk of hurting her. Last thing you want to do in a queen check is check your queen right into the boards. I think this one is coming ahead. I see lots of eggs. But the brood, sort of probably just hatching out the first round of brood. So that one's not quite ready either. Not much left of that pollen patty. You can see that that was probably all I really needed to know to check the queen on that one. Okay, moving right along. That looks a little bit more promising. Yeah. Okay. So now once we got our strong hive, I want to find out how much is in this bottom box, if anything. These they're not seconds because I put them underneath, but they're dark comb taken from dead outs and extracted comb last year. Just going to comb through, see what we've got. I think there'll be some brood here, but not much. Yeah, I don't think any. So we're going to create a little bit of space here. And then if we have at least 6 frames of brood in this box, Then we're going to put 3 in each. And that way kind of make 2 equal-sized hives. They'll continue to support each other for a few more days. A couple more cold nights coming yet, so we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but by isolating this brood from the queen, I can get a bit of a jump on next week's work. Okay, so there's no brood there, but I see brood on this one. So 1, 2, 3. And then I think I see brood right to here. I do. So now, want to transfer these over and look for the queen as I go. And we hope we get a little lucky here. Okay, so that's the 3 frames of brood I want put in there. Gotta keep looking for that queen. I'm just looking down at that inside wall to make sure she's not walking around down there. When you're looking for queens, the thing that you can look at is the color of the drones in the hive. Once you start having walking drones, remember the drones are basically a complete, almost clones of their mom, the queen, because of the way they're made from unfertilized eggs. And so if you see a red colored drone like that, that's quite likely the color of the queen you're looking for as well. Old queen cage from last year, or maybe even the year before. Now, there's a much darker drone, so who knows what's going on here. Oh, there she is. And she's dark. Come right in, Dave. So now I'm gonna put her nice and safely in that bottom. Now, putting all this back together, you want to be super careful. I had a brood nest that was pretty flat, and I'm turning it on its head with 3 frames up and 3 frames down. We got cold nights coming. If that was too scattered, they wouldn't be able to keep it all warm. So I want to make sure that I can still allow the bees to have one fairly efficient ball. So I've got 3 empty frames, and then 3 brood frames. And I want to have that same pattern here. 1, 2, 3. Then here's my brood. And I'll fill the rest in with these blank frames on both boxes. Putting the strips in the bottom hive, and then when I make this split, I'll probably add fresh strips to the top because we're not quite done our treatment cycle yet. Add a queen excluder. I got to mark that. I mark it TBS for to be split. These ones were no split. And then on to the next hive. I think we'll just keep rolling here. This one's got a little bit of chalk brood on the front. That's a bit of a warning sign. Sometimes that means something, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's not nearly as good a hive. Looks okay from the top. They're eating the patty, but I think I'm going to leave that one. No split. Okay, 1 for 4. That's how I do it on at least the first round of splits. As it gets warmer, we'll be getting a little bit more into singles, making up nukes and stuff. But for now, we'll just be taking those top boxes as well as all of these hives. This is one with 2 queens. There was a weak one on top. That queen's now been checked and ready to go. So when I come and skim those top boxes off to have queens added, I'll take these ones at the same time. All right, have a great day, everybody.